Hey guys, this is Mike from Beat Tech Reviews here, and today is the unboxing and overview of the Valor by Mobile Initiative. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to unbox the Valor by Mobile Initiative. So backstory to this smartphone unboxing is I was actually followed by this company a couple months back on my Twitter. And after they followed me, I went ahead and directly messaged them. So when I messaged them, basically I was just asking, hey, you know, I was actually interested in looking at another phone. So at the time they told me, no, we're sorry, we're not sending out review units at the moment, but if anything, we'll contact you. So sure enough, 2 months later, I got contacted by Mobile Initiative. So just big shout outs to you guys for remembering me and deciding to send me a unit here, which again, it's the Mobile Initiative Valor. And again, this is a rugged phone, guys, by the way. So I'm going to take this out and let's get this going for you guys. So I already kind of cut the ends there, but this will actually be my first rugged phone unboxing, so bear with me guys as I'm going to take this out. Even though it's a relatively rugged device, I still want to be careful with it, right? So right out of the box, let's take a look at here all way around. You can see that it's got some specs on the front. I'll go over that in just a bit. But overall, design language, it is very rugged. It's hard to say it's not. I think it's a little flashy right there in the middle though. That's pretty interesting. Looks like it's got somewhat of a dual camera there. Fingerprint sensor, flash, everything like that. And it's got your speaker right here on the bottom. It's got more information here on the back. Interesting design. I think this little center portion is all gripped. This would be a good phone for my dad because he is always doing stuff outdoors. If you look over here on the side, you can see here that the power button is actually poking out a little more, and it's actually like, it's not textured or anything. It feels like aluminum or like something to that nature, but you can feel it. Like, let's see, it's got a micro SD card slot right here in the corner. Don't think this has a removable battery, but it's an interesting design to say the least. Let's see, on the front here, let's go ahead and go over specs here. It says it's got 3 gigs of RAM. It has a 4-core CPU clocked at 1.5 gigahertz, guys. And let's see if I can get that a little closer for you guys. 5.2 HD plus display running Android 8.1. So not the newest version of Android. Doesn't have to be the newest version of Android, to be honest. Has a 0.3 megapixel and I'm not even, let me see if I'm reading that right, 0.3 times 13 megapixel, and then it has a 0.3 times 5 megapixels. So I'm assuming that the front camera is 5 and the rear, or the rears are 5 and 13 and the front is a 0.3. So I'm kind of concerned about the front facing camera quality, but that's okay. Has a dual SIM card slot and a 3700 milliamp battery, and of course it runs on 4G LTE networks, hopefully, and it's IP68 certified, so you got some waterproofing there. So first impressions of this is it's an interesting design. I kind of like the blue. There's somewhat of like a blue outer ring to it on the outside, so obviously this phone is probably going to be catered towards men. Same thing over here on the outer portion of the lens and the fingerprint sensor, and again you have Mobile Initiative's logo right there to kind of show off. Let's go ahead and get this turned on, and I'm going to set this up, guys. I'm going to go ahead and peel this off. You know what, let me show you guys the rest of the box really quick. Just shows you the IMEI or whatever you want to call it. It says this is your Me card, so I'm going to leave this to the side. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else is in the box here. All right, so it looks like we just have your basic wires. Looks like it came with a little headset also, so let's take a look at this headset really quick. Don't know if anyone would want to take this out exercising or anything like that, because it is pretty bulky headphones, or pretty bulky phone. Looks like your basic little wired headset. I'm not going to read too much into that. Looks like your power brick. Do not know if this supports any fast charging. I'll go over that in the review. And of course, your quick start guide. So again, not a lot of people go through this. That's all right though. Just tells you how to pop open the SIM trays, maybe get the phone started. And of course, let's see which type of charging this takes. I'm gonna have to pull this bottom out really quick. All right, so kind of a disappointment there. Let's see if I can get that focused in for you guys. There you go. It's just a micro USB. It's not USB Type C or anything of that nature. So don't be shocked about it, but at the same time, you know, again, micro USBs are easy to get. You can get them for $1 at the dollar store for pretty much. So if you lose the wire or whatever, the wire is easy to replace. So let's go ahead and peel this baby off here, if I can even get it off. Wow, this thing is tough. All right, hold on, let's try this again. There you go. That was probably one of the toughest little things I've ever had to remove. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this turned on. Let's go ahead and look at the starter screen for you. Let's hope it has some juice. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping I'm pressing the right power button also. You know what, that might not be the power button. You know what, I made a mistake. The power button is actually on the left here. So you have your volume rockers and your power button on the left. Interesting. Okay, you don't see a lot of mobile devices where the power button is actually on the left. So I'm going to assume that this is probably going to be a dedicated power button or dedicated camera button, which is interesting. So again, startup screen, you get Valor by Mobile Initiative. And again, just for reference, guys, this phone does retail on their website, and I'll go ahead and link up the information down below. This phone does retail for $269, but you can actually get it on Amazon for $200 if you are a Prime member. So pretty interesting, considering it's like a $70 discount on Amazon. Probably. So I mean, I'm going to link up both items for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, and we'll go ahead and check the phone out for you guys. Alright guys, so I went ahead and got this set up, put in my email address and whatnot, and right off the bat I can tell you this is a very interesting phone. Excuse the autofocus there, but for the most part, I mean, it's going to be catered toward people who, you know, want that rugged, that live that rugged lifestyle. Let's say you guys are outdoors a lot, or you're just doing a lot of stuff in general where you know, your phone's easily in the position of being broken. This might be something for you. I went ahead and set up my fingerprint sensor. Let's go ahead and do that really quick. See if it's quick to the touch. See if it turns on when you just put your finger on the back. There we go, and it makes a little noise, which is interesting. Let's try that again. Okay, that was interesting. I think that was the email noise, by the way. So it's not that it's not responsive as far as the fingerprint goes. I think it's just a little bit slow, and it's interesting because when you, the fingerprint sensor actually does have like somewhat of a concave there. So when I'm putting my fingers up here, I'm actually like putting my fingers on the camera lenses, which is weird. I'm not used to doing that, but you really kind of have to find your way around it. The phone is big and bulky. It is a heavy phone, by the way. This is probably one of the heavier phones. On the bottom, it does have capacitive buttons, by the way. So for those of you who are still into having phones with capacitive buttons on the bottom, obviously it's going to have chins on top and bottom. You see the chin there and you see the chin there. Capacitive buttons don't light up though, so you know, I think that's something that like phone companies like ZTE, who still make phones that have capacitive buttons, at least their capacitive buttons light up. I think that's a little feature that maybe this company can implement. And again, I'm trying to figure out what this button does. I want to say it's let's click it. Let's see if it does anything. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let's try that again. Let's hold it down. Maybe it'll do something if I hold it down. No? Okay, let's find the camera app and let's figure out if maybe that's what's happening here. I'm going to put this down there. There you go. So let's open the camera app. Again, it's got a 13 and a 5 megapixel camera. Let's go ahead and turn off the flash, so I'm not constantly seeing the flash there. All right, let's see. Is this the camera button? Let's find out. It is. It is a actual button that you can press when taking a photo. So again, here is the box that I took it with. And if you click it up there, it actually does take a picture. So let's go ahead and click that really quick for you guys. Let's see if the picture comes out blurred or grainy. Hold on, let's try this again. Let's try this again. So right off the bat, I can tell you that this phone is a little bit slow. Again, I just set it up, but again, the thing about that is the phone is actually already updating all of its Google Play services, so there's that. You're going to get a little bit of stutteriness when it comes to that. you know, it's interesting, and Mobile Initiative sent me this phone to give feedback, so I will do that when I give the full review, guys, for you guys. For the most part, though, I don't want to say it's slow just yet. Again, it's downloading all these updates, but for the most part, again, let me read you guys the specs, and we'll go over that again one more time. Let me change my ISO just because this is bugging me again already. Hold on. ISO on my camera. All right, sorry about that, guys. I have to change this because it's bugging me. There we go. And because I have it on auto, it's like constantly dimming the screen there. So I'm just gonna leave it like that, hopefully. But for the most part, again, let me read out you guys the specs one more time, and then we'll go ahead and finish up the video here again. But again, this phone does, let's go over the features really quick. Again, it's unlocked, first of all, so you can take it to any major carrier in the US. So Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, T-Mobile. If you want to go with another network, you can do that. Again, it's running Android 8.1, so at least it's got that going for it. Display is a 5.2 HD display, and it's not a 1080p display, it's actually a 720 display, so don't expect to see you know, full HD videos on YouTube or Netflix or anything like that, but it's 720p for the most part, gets the job done for a lot of people. So again, it's got a 1.3, this is their website. The website says it's got a 1.3 gigahertz processor, quad core. It's got 32 gigs of internal storage, micro SD card slot up to 64 gigabytes. Memory is 3 gigs of RAM. LTE bands include 2, 4, 5, 7, 12, and 17. Again, it's got that 13 megapixel plus 0.3 megapixel autofocus plus flash, and then it says back 5 megapixel front. So the front is a 5 megapixel, so I'm going to correct myself on that because I thought that the front was like a 0.3 megapixel camera. Other than that, you know, it's just giving more information as far as Bluetooth 4.0, GPS, and a 3700 milliamp battery. So this should get you through the day, no problem. And again, for the most part, this thing looks like it's running vanilla Android, guys. It's not, you know, there's nothing crazy about it. Obviously, you can see that, you know, the background is white. Not a fan of the white background, of course. That's just me, though. I'm hoping that they eventually change that with the new Android Q coming up. Let's go ahead and go to System or About the Phone, and then we'll figure it out. About Phone, the Valor. So let's see if I can get this. Again, I'll have to bring down the ISO for you guys one more time. There we go. Okay, let's go back. All right, so again, it's running Android 8.1 out of the box, and again, I will try to update this to see if there's any security patches, but the security patch on this one goes up to September the 5th of 2018, so it probably does need a security patch update as far as that goes. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, it's an interesting phone, guys. I've never owned a rugged phone. I do not know if I plan to put this through the test and do drop tests and whatnot, because, you know, the screen still can crack, you know, the phone still will chip, etc. like that. And again, you know, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, though, guys. But again, guys, this is Mike from B-Tech Reviews. I'm signing off. If you have any questions or comments about this video, go ahead and leave the comments down below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, guys. And as always, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe, and we will see you next time.